Did you know an oral agreement in real estate could become enforceable in Ontario? Wait, so you are a seller, you verbally agreed without signing any agreement of sale and purchase about a land deal, and court held you liable to close the transaction altogether? Here is exactly what happened. This deal involves 32 acres of property in Milton, Ontario, worth 4.1 million. The buyers and the seller reach an oral agreement on the essential terms, but they never signed an agreement of sale and purchase. Then something important happened. Both parties start acting like the deal was real. Lawyers were involved, documents were prepared, title and closing work began. The buyer took all the steps towards the closing. Then on the closing date, the buyer showed up with the required funds and the documents, but the seller refused to close. The seller argued, "There is no signed agreement and the statute of frauds protect me." So what did the court said? The court disagreed. Ontario Court of Appeal upheld the earlier decision that the oral agreement could be enforced under the equitable doctrine of part performance. Why? Because the buyer has taken substantial steps towards completing the transaction and the seller had anticipated in or stood by while those steps were taken. So the court looked at the entire conduct, not just the fact the final payment was not accepted. And the seller was ultimately ordered to complete the transaction. So here is the takeaway or the big lesson. What every buyers and sellers need to know in Ontario. There is no signature, so there is no deal. Is not a safe assumption. Courts can look at what was agreed, what each party actually did, steps taken towards closing, whether the other party encouraged or accepted the conduct, whether it would be unfair to let someone walk away. So here is the real step. My advice: don't rely via handshake on any real estate deal or assume an unsigned deal means you can simply walk away. Get your agreement of sale and purchase properly documented, signed, and get a legal advice when there is uncertainty. Did you know oral legal agreement could potentially become enforceable in Ontario and create a lot of legal challenges? So save this video, share it with your friends and family. Follow me for more real estate tips and pointer and Ontario property law lessons. My name is Singh. I'm broker of record for Fortune 2 Realty, helping you understand the real estate rules before they become expensive lesson. This is an educational video, not a legal advice. So consult a qualified lawyer about any advice in regards to your particular situation. Thanks for watching.